Alright guys, here we are week 4, my franchise. Got a created QB. Says upgrade him here. I know I can't though. The game is glitched or something. Says spend 1 skill point. I have 3. Not enough skill points to purchase. Okay. So I guess I won't be upgrading anymore. Let's get started. Yeah, so I created a QB, had him drafted to the Giants, booted Daniel Jones, won my first 6 Super Bowls, working on my 7th now. I play on All Pro. I don't do anything really, except for upgrade my own player. I let the computer do the drafting, free agency, re-signing, all that.
Today, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey.
Oh yeah, Cowboys. My nemesis.
It's week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports.
I'm a Giants fan. I like watching the intro.
It's the New York Giants taking on the Dallas Cowboys.
Down.
Welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys.
Lost a bunch of other players, though.
Alongside my partner Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. They've got to be pleased with the start to this season, obviously. A perfect 3-0.
3 good quality wins, too. It's got people in the locker room excited. They're thinking that this could be their year.
It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in week 4. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
And he's been playing at an elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdown passes at this point. This is definitely a wide-open offense, so we'll see if he can keep a string of good games going right here.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. A look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down. Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Now a throw here, hauled in. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively,
yeah,
all I'm thinking is
it.
that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs. It gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Quite the opening drive.
Got you guys.
Right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
This is caught.
Easy.
A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you hit them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
It becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. This fielded right at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Time for Dak Prescott and the Dallas offense to go to work. Prescott, of course, the 4th-round pick in 2016 out of Mississippi State.
If you just break it down in individual terms, he played really well last week. 0 interceptions, 3 touchdown passes. Not a whole lot more he could have done to win that game. But you know something's funny, when we talked to him, all he focused on were throws he missed, other opportunities that didn't get done.
Good sign of a leader.
Great sign of a leader because they didn't win, and that's all he cares about.
Give him Jones. Gonna run it.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the 1st down carry. The numbers for Zeke from last week. 16 carries, 95 yards.
He's having a nice season, and he knows where he ranks in the league. Don't ever let a running back tell you that they don't know that. They do. So what he's doing now is lobbying the offensive coordinator all week long. Hey, how about a few more touches? He's one big game away from maybe leading the league. So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. Nowhere to go that time.
Not today.
He got a yard up to the 40. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
Yeah, he snuck
Partner,
at
he was
it.
going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Mine.
Looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. Now this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this out to the 25. Dak and the Cowboy offense heading back onto the field. And now, Charles, this becomes a pretty important second drive for them. They're already down a pair of scores here in the first quarter.
As you noted, they're down 2 scores, and to me, they're down a possession or a service break if this were tennis, right? Because they just gave one up. Only their second drive now. Run their offense, try and get back into the game that way, and then look for some help from their defense.
Trying to forget about that pick six last time out. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Sack. Get him.
Prescott to throw it. He'll
Fumble.
get this out wide here to Elliott.
Come on.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch
Not
and
yet.
catch. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
I think we'll decline that.
So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it. Brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Wow, let him right through.
A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 9 now. And that'll be complete to the running back, Gibson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Running back.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Nifty running by Barkley there on 1st down. He scoots forward for 7 yards, sets him up nicely, 2nd and 3.
We got
No
the
matter
momentum.
how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
2nd down, here's Barkley again. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he's got this pretty close to a 1st down at the Cowboys' 29.
Don't let Barkley heat
rushing
up.
yards
Watch it,
now to
guys.
this point.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And he will have a Giants first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you, it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete.
Give me the face mask.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Yeah, we'll take that.
Give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead.
Well, I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here in this first half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, and your experience led you to say that because we have both seen those 21-0 leads come and go in this league, but this one feels pretty darn secure. And here's the other part. Even when people chip away at it, it forces you into being almost perfect on the other side, doesn't it, in order to try and mount a comeback.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Zeke and the Cowboys ready to begin their next drive. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach actually called him in and said, look, you're our guys, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. And I think we'll see plenty of that as this season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
The first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. A handoff left. Elliott. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Prescott on 3rd and 2.
Yeah.
Heavy traffic and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5.
Oh, yeah.
He's at the 50.
He's
the 30,
out. Oh, you
20,
coming? You coming?
10.
You ain't got it.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
That's his 2nd interception, I think.
That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the 2nd half.
Extra point right down the middle. And it is 28-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
And let's gaze our attention on Ezekiel Elliott. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit.
Oh, he held on
Get him out in
to it.
open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff?
Yeah.
Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Throwing, Prescott. And his throw is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Give me this
They
ball
head to
back.
the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. That's pulled in at the 32. Well, a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. And he's brought down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on.
Oh!
And it's intercepted.
God, no. Oh.
Well, certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good
Come
time
on,
to
he
make it,
had
Charles,
him.
when they were in nickel with
Get
5
outta
defensive backs on the
here.
field.
And
Oh,
that's
he
exactly
should.
why you have those
A little
5
deeper,
DBs
he had
out
to
there.
throw
You
it.
want extra speed on the field,
Oh,
guys
well.
who have ball skills and understand
Good
what
safety,
the passing
boys.
game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
Oh, he's on the bench. He'll be back.
Second and 8.
Tenth carry now for Elliott. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott.
Open man, right side, it's Lamb.
And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, You often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go.
Oh,
You
I
can break
got
out
held
or
up.
you can break
Oh,
in.
are you
That
kidding
makes it hard
me?
to defend.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Blitz him, guys.
Prescott on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be
got
taken down, but not before
They
he
ain't
gets
got it.
into enemy territory. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. To the air again, Prescott. He finds his man.
Give me that.
That's Sullivan. And the Giants have it. It's picked up.
Yeah.
And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Not
I
scoring.
don't know about you, but I'm going to go to the positive side this time. Yeah, there was a fumble at the end of this one, but what a sustained drive. And if they keep stringing those together, you got to like their chances.
And credit the defense, though. You're out there for that long, you start to get tired, but they were able to get the turnover.
Did you just credit the defense?
I like to credit the defense and the offense.
I like
Half
you.
time,
And the
baby.
analysts.
That's perfect.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit, but
3
first let's take a look
takeaways
around
already.
the NFL.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
All right. Welcome back.
It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter.
Taking it about the 1. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back.
How you
Now
gonna
you
let
have
him
to play
talk
this
to you like that,
drive by
Nelson?
drive. Obviously, come back in this spot. Pretty unlikely, but you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the 2nd half.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7.
Here's Prescott. A dump off to Elliott.
That's what I'm
And
talking
he'll be
about.
brought down right around
Oh,
the
that was
37. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Prescott from the gun.
Yeah,
And he's going to
baby.
be intercepted a 3rd time. He's
You ain't
picked
got him,
off
you
at
ain't
his
got
own
him.
47. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
That's what I'm talking about.
Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Got hit hard.
Dallas offense set for this next drive.
They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head.
Mine.
And what I mean by...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Get off him. Come on.
Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
Done for game.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. A handoff to Barkley. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 86 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. He's turning in a pretty impressive performance running the football and a big reason why they have this nice lead.
And in days gone by, we would clip this out and put it up on the refrigerator. Wouldn't we clip out the box score? Now,
touchdown! It's complete.
Come on, Cowboys.
He scored
Rushing
through the air. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Taken at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now a 2nd down and 6. They go to Elliott again. It's a 6-yard run. Leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. Prescott. He'll get this to Elliott. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Prescott's throw taken in by Cooper here. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Prescott. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Here's Prescott. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. Saquon Barkley and the Giants offense set to kick off their next drive. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a 2nd time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that 2nd score here in the 3rd quarter. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play there for the Giants. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. This is brought in by Gibson. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Let's go. Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right. 3 down. Hey, check.
On second down now, Barkley. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 95 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there's another first down run right there.
Check 4. 60 bison.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
The coverage was good,
Ooh,
but I
that
just
had
wonder
heat on it.
if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
On second down, Barkley. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
I'm coming after you. Like 12.
On play action, they'll throw. They'll find Galladay. That's complete.
Oh, he almost
And
made
the
it.
Giants are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Take that to the 4th quarter.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Barkley. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
And I just wonder if before that last play, if someone on the defense stepped in the huddle and said, we've been run over, run around, run through all game long. Can we come up with one stop right here? And on that play, they did.
2nd and 2. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown.
Yes, baby, yes.
A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
Yeah, ripped and shreds.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again.
Yeah, ready to
And let's
give me the
face it,
ball
this
and
drive is not going to have any
get it.
bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. To throw is Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Prescott now. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board.
He looked a
They
little
have pride,
mad
too,
on the
that side of the
sidelines.
ball.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Prescott yet again. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
All you got.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 42.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the 36, Prescott looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups.
Almost had it
Yeah,
again.
they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
43 is the mic.
They'll run on first down. Justice. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And he's got his big tight end here. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Now a give, right side. Justice. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Call it a 4-yard pickup, but it leaves him a few inches short here on fourth down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a fourth down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. Yeah, the Cowboys are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now we've got whistles, and the man slow to get up here is Jones. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
Oh, good. He's only on the bench.
Woo. Let's go defense. Let's go defense.
Now Prescott. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Oh, he's going to run it in.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed, I did, my good man. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give him credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0.
I don't think he was in.
Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle.
What? Let me see. Ah.
Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point.
No shutout.
And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told.
And it was all capped off by Dak Prescott, keeping it and taking it in on the touchdown run. Takes it at the 7. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. Able to push his way through. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They go play action here on 1st down. To the right and complete to Galladay. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Now a play fake here on 1st down.
Oh!
And this is incomplete.
Come on.
Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. This is caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Starting to really smell a
This thing is ugly.
Can't ask for a better 1st quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to, because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
Now following the touchdown, Richter to kick off. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Oh, they're going to Hail Mary it.
One last shot now for Prescott. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion.
Well, guys, I hope you're not a Dallas
to
fan.
victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
My totals were
So for the
5
Giants,
takeaways.
that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons.
Meanwhile, for Dallas, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles.
Well, till next time,
And for
guys.
Charles Davis and our